So it's been probably over a week since I put anything of significance on here. Pardon me. As that would give it away already, I had a little bit of the laryngitis, which got in the way of me doing a more recent podcast last week, which there is a current one on the website, so I'm .net right now from the week before. Uh, that got in the way of movie night Raw, which we did another one. We did the intro, we watched the movies. Was going to wait doing the reviews on them. This, of course, was the Trauma Mania Volume 1 or whatever we were doing. And I waited a couple days, got caught up with the actual making, the movie stuff of me making, the movie I'm making. And then got laryngitis. So that lasted for a while, and I'm just now really being able to talk. So if there's any awkward cuts in this, it's probably because there's some coughing fits I had to cut out or something like that. But I want to take a moment to show you some stuff I got here recently. Some of these are purchases, some of these are screeners, but I figured it'd be a good time just to ramble a little bit and make a video since, it's been a while since I've done a good one, especially one like this. I will say, when it comes to the movie I'm making right now, if you haven't heard the news and going by some of the stats on the podcast uploads on YouTube, a lot of you haven't. We are currently in the final stretches of the movie. We've got to film at a local video store, which is probably like one of the last mom and pop video stores there even is. And we got to film there, and we got to film at the local police station. And we're basically, like I says, anthology. So we have one more segment to go and a half another segment we got to film, and then we're done with it. And I'm going to try to get like a limited number of Blu-rays out for that myself. I'm going to try to just do that myself at first because that seems to be the cool kid thing to do these days. So hopefully the movie will be up and ready by the end of, well, it's already about the end of this month. Might as well say mid-April. I'm thinking mid-April maybe, but that's not far at all. So just keep a lookout for that. But now let's get to the stack. So I want to start off first by saying I don't own any wrong-term movies, which according to some that could be a good thing. Trying to fix this pretty quickly. The ultimate goal is to get all of them on Blu-ray, but right now I'm just trying to get whatever I can get of them. Jason Lord from Horrorphilia is supposed to send me, I believe, either a DVD of the first three, or either it's part one, a Blu-ray 2, and a DVD of 3. Some combination of something. I don't know. It's supposed to send it, but it ain't got there yet. Uh, but I was at the Game Exchange, and I did come away with, let me get this right, it's been a while since I used this camera, Wrong Turn 5, which is called Bloodlines, unrated version. Haven't watched it yet. Haven't really seen anything out of the way of like the last one, the first one, and part of the third one. But I hear the second one's the best. But there's that one. I got that one. And I also picked up the infamous Part 6. Now, they had two of these there, and I want to try to make sure I got the one that was the unedited version because, they actually put like a missing person that had died's poster on the wall in a scene of this, and they had to re-release them with that blurred out. They had two of these. I actually thought about buying both of them. I thought better, and then finally I took a stab at this one and got lucky and discovered that this is the uncensored one, which the movie isn't that good, but nonetheless it's kind of cool to have. A recent screener that popped in the way of Blu-ray form is from Troma. It's Fear USA and the Slashing. This one isn't that old. I just got it like this week, I believe. Don't know anything about these. I've heard that the Slashing is pretty fun. Troma usually has a bit of a style to it, so odds are I'll probably enjoy it because I really do like Troma stuff. So there's that to get to eventually, which I'm behind on screeners, so everybody's probably really mad at me right now because I'm like so far behind on them. I got this in from Criterion for review purposes. Multiple Maniacs, John Waters film. Never seen Pink Flamingos. I don't think I've ever seen a John Waters film, so I guess if you people haven't unsubbed already at the sound of that, eventually I will get this reviewed and I'll get it up. I think it's actually out now, so yeah, if you like it, let me know in the comments below. But I will be checking that out relatively soon. There was a sale. Now I don't know what's going on with the Vestron stuff. I don't think they've announced a title for next month yet. And for some reason, all the titles that are already out seem to have plummeted, which means they're actually normal price right now. So that's good. I didn't get the first three to review when they came out. I've gotten everything from Return of the Living Dead 3 and Chud on to review. The first three didn't get. I often have went back to get them, and I've seen the prices on some of these, and I thought, no, I can't do that right now. But some guy put online like all of the ones he had for $20 brand new unopened, and I picked up one. I picked up the one I thought would be the hardest to get, but now I see there's like a sale going on, and these are like 20 bucks everywhere. So I don't know what's going on with Vestron, but I did pick up Waxwork and Waxwork 2 for 20 bucks on eBay, around 20ish, I believe it was. This comes in the actual clear case, which is the only release I believe they put out in a clear case. It has 1 and 2, obviously. I've seen one, never actually seen part 2, and I guess I'll eventually, sooner or later, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'll finally get to check that out. But if anybody knows why Vestron's all of a sudden on sale and the price is plummeting and why they've not actually said what they're going to release next, if somebody knows this, please let me know. Use these comments below for something besides telling me I'm an awful horror fan. How about that? For the next thing I got, I was worried I missed the boat on this. This is from Vinegar Syndrome. There's an issue there. You know, I'm on the press list, but there was like an issue there for a while with the dresses and all that, and you know, it's a long, complicated story you guys don't care about. But nonetheless, I went and actually got this one when I found out they were selling it themselves on eBay, and that is the Jack Frost lenticular cover. Look at that. Look how great it shows up even on a crappy webcam like this. Seen this one when I was a kid, but that was a long time ago. I look forward to checking this one out. Don't know if I'm going to actually do it, you know, in the soonish territory. I may wait because I'm thinking of doing a video series sometime pretty soon for Christmas movies. Yes, I know Christmas is a long way away, but why do things when everybody else does it, right? Why not just kind of do things to your own accord, so to speak? So there's that one. Back to some pickups at the Game Exchange. You know, if you let me in Game Exchange, it's a bad thing to do because I end up coming away with stuff that I really, really don't need, don't want. Well, don't want to say don't want, but I don't really need it. And this is a prime example of that. I actually bought this. This is a Echo Bridge. I want to look, make sure, because sometimes I get them in Mill Creek mixed up. It is a 6-movie set on Blu-ray. Now, you know how I am about these multiple DVD and Blu-ray packs, multiple movie packs. And this one's got some neat stuff on it. It's got, what is that? I can read that for some reason. That Hoboken Hollow. I don't know what that is. Killjoy 3, which I've got. It's got Ginger Dead Man 3, Keepsake, 213, and Romaine, whatever that is. It's 2 discs, both on Blu-rays, obviously, but I don't know how much this I'm going to like. I know Killjoy 3 and Ginger Dead Man 3 aren't that great, but hey, I've got them in HD form, or at least some form of what's technically supposed to be high definition form. It does say 1080p on the back, so maybe they're not trying to cheat us on our megapixels here, you know, or whatever that is, the proper term for it. And then I did get what I have lost over here. Oh yes, I did get Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake from like 2003-ish, I believe it was. This was a movie that came out right when I reached my peak of just buying pretty much as much stuff as I get my hands on. The beginning of me spending every waking moment and every free fund I have on a movie, and this one kind of started that back in the day because I actually have had this since about 2003. And if you'll look at it now, it kind of, see that? Look at that. It is starting to kind of look like something somebody has had for about 14 years or whatever it is, and which of course this had like a little piece of tin and stuff in it. I actually liked the movie, at least I did at the time. I don't know now if I like it now. I need to go back and revisit it, which now I can do that in HD. But I'm a big fan of Jessica Biel, and I actually think I'm a big fan of this, or at least I was at one time. We'll have to check it out, see how it holds up. I'm on to some DVDs now. I have the Boogeyman collection. The first, what is this? Is 1 through 3, the 1980s version, then the Return of the Boogeyman. Apparently, this is missing something or another in the series. Only reason I picked these up is because for some reason, it never clicked with me that the old Boogeyman, like that was released on the Slasher collection from 88 Films, is the same movie that was, you know, loosely remade for the Boogeyman. I've seen like the remake of the Boogeyman. I've never seen the other one, so this one's a purchase I purchased for $8 at the Dollar General, which if you like to get some good bargains, it seems like Dollar General actually has some pretty good ones every now and then. This, of course, has, you know, the movies there. Never would have took a chance on it, but I saw Moods on one of his like shelf updates mention that these are kind of, I think he said these were kind of good. He mentioned that like 2 and 3 are more slasher territory, which is my sort of thing. And of course, the old one's supposed to be a slasher, so that's something I will check out eventually one day, hopefully, if I don't croak. Also in for review on DVD for some reason. It's Wolf Creek Season 1. on DVD, what's the deal with all these shows? I know it's cost cutting and all that stuff, but we're already on to another format above the next format. We're on 4K, so we're putting out DVDs of stuff that you think would at least be Blu-ray by now. I mean, this is kind of like somebody putting out a VHS in the Blu-ray era, if you think about it, although 4K hasn't caught on that well yet. As for the show, man, I don't like it. And I say that as a fan of Wolf Creek 1. I thought Wolf Creek 1 was really good. I thought Wolf Creek 2 was campy and fun and bloody. I think this is terrible. And I hate to say that. I wrote a review. If you want me to go in more detail about it, you can read the review on ZombiesDon'tRun.net. But I think this is horrible. And how this got a season 2, I don't know. But it it seems like if they had just cut the fat, got rid of the CGI, and made this like one movie, that it would probably been a lot better than what it ends up being. Because as it is, I just don't like it at all. Mill Creek has put out an 11 movie collection called Strange Things, which I'm sure some of you have seen at your local Walmart. I think it's just like $5 at Walmart. And I'm sure that this confused probably some people based off the title. But this one actually packs some pretty good stuff if you get a chance to check it out. It's got the 1988 Pulse with Joey Lawrence. I haven't actually watched it on this because I got the Blu-ray and I watched that. But this is in widescreen. And I'm willing to bet maybe it's taken off the HD transfer. I don't know. Then we got Space Hunters Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, which is also in widescreen. We have Kroll, which is in widescreen. Those are either on Blu-ray or coming to Blu-ray, all three of those. So I'd imagine it'll look pretty good on this. Maybe I'll do a more in-depth review of this here down the road. But as of right now, that right there is probably worth the $5. I think Walmart's charging for it anyway. But you do get 1989's My Mom is a Werewolf, which is full frame. The Hearse from 1980, which is widescreen. Lurkers from 1988, which is widescreen. Slipstream from 1989, which is full frame. Mutant from 1984 in widescreen, which I'm going to go ahead and bet probably looks better than the Cheesy Flicks version that I have. Warriors of the Wasteland in full frame. Alien Contamination in widescreen. And Eternal Evil in full frame. So that is a pretty gnarly collection. It comes in, I believe it's 3 discs. Yeah, 3 discs stacked upon each other. So that's a pretty good little collection if anybody wants to pick that one up and give that a watch. A friend of mine, Corey, who's been working on the movie with me, is kind enough to have given me The Wraith on DVD. This is the old platinum disc version of it. I've never owned The Wraith, although I've seen it. I remember it as a kid, and I always really, really liked it. So I'm very happy to actually have this one into the collection. Maybe one of these days I'll upgrade to the Blu-ray of it. I'm going to wrap this puppy up here with a series of DVD screeners I got this week from a company called Viva Entertainment. Some of these you've seen hanging around Walmart for a while. Some of these may be more newish to Walmart. If you've seen them, let me know what you think of them. There might be a good one in the stack. We don't know, but I will know because, like I said, I have to review them on the website. But I've got Krampus the Christmas Devil. I remember seeing this one hanging around Walmart around Christmas. Part 2 was hanging around after Christmas. I picked up Part 2. Haven't watched it yet, but now I have Part 1 to go along with it. Now we have a series of knockoff Ouija movies, which just so happened to be released around the same time as Ouija 2 was. But if you've been watching me on Instagram, you've noticed I've been buying all these weird Ouija movies. So I've been buying them. I'm getting some to review as well. So this should complete, I think, the set of those of weird Ouija movies that have nothing to do with the actual Ouija movie, but coincidentally, if that is a word, was released around the same time. One of those was Ouija Experiment. This one is Ouija Experiment 2, also known as the Ouija Resurrection. So that one wasn't bad before, so I'm anxious to see how this one is. We got Ouija Summoning, which in some parts of the world I think was actually released as Ouija Experiment 4, I think, oddly enough. So it's kind of like they got the whole Demons Confused title thing going on. And then we have this one, which is just flat out Ouija 3, which maybe is a sequel to those. I don't know. I mean, maybe they just threw it on there to confuse people because they're like, well, is this a sequel to the real Ouija movies? Or is this... Because, there's some dumb people in the world. And they probably went to Walmart and saw that and thought, well, that's got to be a sequel. But then again, it must be a sequel to Ouija Resurrection, I guess. Or Ouija Experiment. I don't know. But it was called Ouija 3, the Charlie Charlie Challenge, which I'm pretty sure was probably going to be called the Charlie Charlie Challenge, and somebody just tackered that on. But we shall see. And the last thing I got is one I don't know anything about, but I seen it at Walmart recently, and it was sent along as Candyland. So keep checking the website for reviews of these titles. Check back here for maybe some reviews of them titles as well. But sometimes I'd rather just do a video review rather than a written review. And I think they're more fun to do anyway. And I get kind of bored just doing the written ones. Although I had to do a bunch of them this week. If you want to go and check out the website. And if I may shield something real quick before I get out of here, go pick up this neat little Twin Peaks shirt at 80stees.com. You know, the show's coming back. I got to plug stuff around here. You know how it is. So go check that out, 80stees.com, and pick you up a Twin Peaks shirt with Laura Palmer on it. And like this video, please. Share this video. If you haven't subscribed, you should try it. Here's pretty fun. Or maybe it is. But until next time.